Welcome to another Aeson video. I just wanted to make a quick video on an update to the A350 that's upcoming in terms of where we're going to try and fix stability issues when coming in for landing. Now, as you can see, I'm flying a plane which is at the moment not yet ready for an update, of course. As you can see, of course, it's reached 500 and something knots at a very low altitude. That's, of course, not correct. It's just not tuned engine thrust rise. But I want to show everyone basically a feature which I forgot to put. Um, as I always say, that I'm surprised with even the realism of how this plane is. It is very realistic, and that does mean that when you come in for landing, the reason there was a issue with drifting or what felt like wind problems is the plane has something called adverse yaw, and that's created so for big aircraft. If you turn your aileron, this wing here in front, as you can see, let me quickly try and before I crash. This wing here is right in front of this wing. So what that creates is a phenomenon called adverse yaw, and this means that that wing is basically moving faster than this wing because this wing is, more drag is coming here, and this means that your plane starts yawing. Now, if you were in this plane when that did that in real world, you'd feel like you're being pushed off your seat when really you're not. Um, and so this exactly what adverse yaw is, and it's why at the lowest speed when you're coming in to try and line up, you notice that the plane starts to shake off. So what I added is a yaw dampener, and as you can see, my rudder moves independently from me. So when you're flying, I think it will activate above 200 feet in real world. You will have no control over the rudder unless you turn off the yaw dampener. The rudder will be controlled by the yaw dampener, and that means that when I turn, my turn is coordinated, and a coordinated turn is this beautiful turn you can see right now. It's a very smooth turn, and it when I turn like this, I don't suddenly drift off to this side, or the nose you will see the nose will stay exactly where it is, so it's not going to shift like this. If you of course I can't do that now because I don't have any control of the yaw, but if you were to use the yaw, be straight and use the yaw, use the rudder, you'll see the nose of the plane shift that way or that way. That's not coordinated turn, but it doesn't really matter to you because you're only trying to use the rudder. But it becomes an issue when you're banking. You want a coordinated turn, and so that's what you want. And as you can see, the moment I turn, I stay where I want to go if the wings are level, okay? And this is much better shown with the autopilot. So turn on the autopilot now. I'm going to tell her to maintain 200 vertical speed, and all I want her to do now is to turn to heading 0. And as you can see, she pretty much is coordinated in turn. So that yaw dampener on the rudder applies a small bit of rudder, and you can see it pretty much keeping that rudder there. Now as you can see, my plane has started to stall for some unknown reason, so we're going to put some speed there and then turn on the vertical speed for the maintain. And there we go. So now basically I haven't landed in a pretty good while, and also landing this isn't going to be pretty fun with the thrust a bit off. However, I'm now going to try and demonstrate how now you can land without this windy effect being as strong as it was. Of course, when you're landing, you're still going to have slight shifts when you're trying to maintain the center line. That's just how it is real world. However, it wouldn't be as great as the previous versions have shown. So we're going to turn off the AP now, take control, and we're going to make our turn. Also, you can see the flaps, they don't do anything at the moment. Um, they do move, of course, so they've already moved themselves, but they don't function yet. That's of course going to be at the end of the update. Um, and as I've told the Aeson clients, there are two versions of the control surfaces. The first version, of course, is going to be free, and that's just going to be controlled by the flight mode. So you're going to have takeoff mode, which puts it to 15 degrees, landing mode, which puts it to 30 something degrees, and then of course manual mode, which just sends it straight to 0. Okay. Um, so as you can see, my approach is not looking nice there, but that's not where I'm trying to land. I'm trying to land, head to what I, if you've watched the autopilot version of the plane landing, you will notice that massive neon brick on the side there is usually where we use to gauge the plane ILS. So that's actually our ILS distance. So I'm going to aim for that bit. I'm going to also try and keep our speed down, because we're going to come in too fast if it's like this. Of course the thrust isn't really as nice yet, so I'll be blipping around those two. So we're heading there. You're probably going to be asking, why is my gears up? I really don't know either. So we're just going to continue heading down. I think even the gears have been turned off, funny enough. So we're heading straight down, reaching that little town over there. I'm going to probably come off this actually and go to free cam mode, because why not? Let's just get some nice pictures of this. Okay, now we're reaching that bit. I am just going to now take control of the plane again. This is going to be a sweep and turn. I shouldn't have really taken the turn here, to be honest. I'm going to try and blip my speed. And as you can see, I'm offline. I think I just came off a bit too much. I'm going to get to my favourite mode for landing, which is usually this mode, or landing gear mode. And now we're going to try and maintain this track and try and maintain our speed without going too fast, losing too much speed. I'm going to try and maintain that. Oops, let's put this plane. I think we're not even on the right track, to be honest. This is why I would like the autopilot to do that. You know, we're coming in now. I think we're on a good, actually we're losing a bit of altitude. We'll just put that bit more up. There we go, that's fine. Okay, so it looks like we're on the center line, or near the center line anyway. I'm going to try and use the speed, because we're in the last few feet. Try and blip that throttle up, because I still need to maintain my speed. As you can see, there's no shaking. I'm just coming in very nicely. Somehow I'm actually maintaining the center line, and there we go. As you can see, the gears look like they're dead. There we go. It would have been more beautiful if the gears were working. As you can see, this is a complete test version. Oh dear. This is the complete test version, so it's a work in progress at the moment. And slam on the brakes. I don't even have any reversers on this version, because we're not done, so we're gonna die right now. Dear. Yay! Anyway, we'll just ignore that bit. Okay. How do I stabilize this? There we go. We'll just ignore that bit, because there's no brakes and there's absolutely no what do you call it? Reversers either, because we're not done yet. So yeah, as you could see there, anyway, I was trying to show the landing bit. Maintaining the center line is super easy unless you're a crazy person, you start doing this and going maniac, trying to maintain a center line. But as you can see, the yaw dampener really made everything smooth. I came from there and I came in with a brilliant landing until the last bits where we're going to break. And I'm going to try and do that from the other side. I probably won't do it as nicely as I did it the first time, or who knows, I might be able to actually break this time. But as you can see, we're making changes for the kit, and people will be asking, oh yeah, why hasn't other planes come out? And we really want to bring other planes out for you guys and new tech, but it's a lot more easier for us to do that if we make our current systems more stable, because if you see, the A320 is going to use the same flight kit as this, and so when making the products, we decided that anytime a product needs optimization, we work on that, optimize that, make sure that is optimized, and make sure that it runs for a great period of time before then we work on any new products. That way it saves us downtime on working on that new product and now trying to update that and then updating our old systems. And so as you know, we have the A350. Once that's done, the A380, and then a few of our tugs and stuff. And then yeah, we're straight on to A320. You'll see A320 come up very quickly. You'll see after that the 7879 come out, which is our first Boeing. It's not my favorite Boeing, but it's gonna still be Aeson quality. Don't believe that because we don't like Boeing, we're not gonna do them great quality. We're of course going to. And then my personal favorite Boeing, the 777, will be not long after my other favorite Airbus, the A330. We want to get we want to get up to A340 done this year for sure. We think the kit will be very stable by then, so as you can see anyway, I don't know why I'm coming in at this speed. I should have probably gone around, but as you can see, I'm holding the center line pretty much. Okay, we're gonna put it to get some correction. There we go, holding the center line. We're gonna grease that down. There we go, put the nose down. Oh, I hope we can break. Oh dear. I'm not paying attention. I forgot we didn't have any reverses. Not again. Alright, let's go up. This is so disappointing. This is so disappointing. Alright, let's take off again. We have to land as much times until we realize that we have no reversals, and our brakes are pretty weak at the moment. So I have to keep doing that until we realize this. Also, one other thing is the adverse, the yaw dampener is supposed to turn off at around 200 feet, I think, or 100 feet. So because it doesn't turn off, as you can see, the moment we put the landing gear on the ground, and then it starts moving to the side where the rudder is, and that's just, of course, not what you want. Real world. So we want that yaw dampener to turn off at 200 feet, like it would, and also at 200 feet, that's where the pilots get the full control of the rudder. So if they need to, they're landing with one engine, now they're going to need that rudder, of course, because the yaw dampener may not have enough ability to move the rudder for an engine difference. So therefore, you want that off at 200 feet. As you can see, I've made a very, very steep turn, and now just going to start diving into the airport. I'm probably going to put this at 0, because why not? Going to try and bleed most of our speed in. I can't even see the runway. Okay, there's the runway. I don't think we can line up nicely at this height. We're really, really high for the distance. We're way above the glide scope as well. Okay, this is looking fine. I'm gonna now just put up the speed. Yay! It feels nice now. It feels like really nice. Like coming in and landing has never been more stable than before. Like I used to have this plane drift and it really annoyed me. Now it just feels so good. So we're coming in for the final. I don't know how many distance it is. I would usually have a DME thing, as you guys know. The extended AP would tell me this, but of course I don't have it. So I'm manually landing. I've put in some thrust because I feel like we're gonna stall, which is not what I want, and we're going too fast now. As you can see, beautiful center line again. My layers, are we stalling? We're probably stalling. Oh well. There we go. Now I need to put this. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Aurora, come on, slow down. Okay, why is she not slowing down? What is she doing? Slow down, come on. She's not slowing down. I don't understand her. This is why I hate her. I'm joking. I love her so much. Alright, we're slowing down. My gosh, the brakes are so useless. I'll just put the park brakes on. They never do this when you're landing. Just don't do this. And there we go. We've landed. I'm just gonna get off this plane. Wow, the gears are so stupid. The gears are so stupid. So I called you, and then you do this to me right now. Oh well. There's our plane. As you can see, Aeson has crashed his plane. Um, but yeah, that's it. We're done. We've landed. As you know, you've seen probably on Twitter and stuff. Cyoviz has been working on a really nice cockpit for the plane. I have already told clients how it's gonna go, what's gonna be happening on that. I can't wait to put that bad boy in this. It's gonna make some really fun cockpit landing videos and stuff. Um, I've had general questions. People have asked about the flight sim or something. Yeah, I asked that question generally because I just wanted to know what people would like and if it was a possibility. At the moment, I don't know. It really heavily depends on if my Teamverse project will go on or not. Um, and as you can see, the yaw dampener, by the way, is working its way on trying to keep the plane keep the plane at zero. But without any speed data, that's it. What it will do. That's why real world they turn it off at 200 feet, because once you're on the ground, it will assume that you don't have any speed anymore, and so you're not gonna want this when you're trying to line up. I mean, sorry, when you're trying to turn or trying to take off, you're not gonna want the yaw dampener going haywire. So that's why the yaw dampener always turns off at 200 feet. Anyway, back to the topic of the flight sim thing. So yeah, it might be a possibility. Again, really depends on if my RPG game doesn't see the light of day. Um, Other stuff, yes, E321. I really can't wait to start doing her a Aeson. The Aeson livery for her is going to be really nice. I think when they have two concepts of for her, a bit like the Norwegian airlines ones, with like you got faces there. I'm going to have two faces, probably one for Wigion and another for Crazy Man. Just because they're the pioneers of this group, and Wigion has been really helpful. As I said, the yaw dampener thing in terms of helping me identify that my problem actually wasn't my plane kit design, wasn't that, it was really just adverse yaw. And then of course I figured out that we needed the yaw dampener after various tries. The previous implementation was to make the rudder just move um, with the aileron, which was incorrect because it never yaw dampened the yaw correctly. Um, the rudder moves independently with another mini autopilot, and that was what I needed to put. And now it's solved that issue. And probably will I'll probably make the video that shows the adverse yaw issue that I had before public, because I only made it private so Widgeon could see it. I made that public. And yeah, system is going to be really good because it's going to help the likes of the A380 if it has any. I think it does because it's a big plane, it will have it. The A380, It will help the likes of the 777, the A330 or A340. It'll make those really quick. The A320 also has a yaw dampener, from what I know real well. But your adverse yaw issues aren't so great on smaller planes. They're they're still there, but they're not as bad as you'd see on big planes. Um, if you saw a big plane without a yaw dampener, the plane would do what we call a Dutch roll, and it would also not be nice to stay in that plane because your plane would be swinging from left and right. Um, but yeah, that's this is a little video. If as well as other things, my last thing is, if you see that I am not active, or maybe I'm not responding in Discord, don't think, unless you've actually done something, don't think that I'm ignoring you or I don't like you. What is happening is I'm either really too busy to actually reply because I'm either working on some type of system or I'm working on my RPG game, or even life as well, because it does get busy. So please just send the message. No need for hi or hello, or can you get back to me. Just say what you want, and when I am free, like I will be after posting this video, I will then get straight back to you and message you. Most of these times it will happen randomly. It's just I can't focus too much on replying and etc. because I want to give you the best help possible, but that means that I need to be focused and not working on something like this. So if I don't respond, don't think I'm dead. Don't think I've done a rich pickles on you. Quite simply, I've just gone to work on something that requires my full attention. Thank you for watching this video. I don't know how long this video is. I don't know how loud my voice is. I can't wait for the final video, which will be showing the plane completely done, any random changes, tweaks, change logs. We are also going to have, it is a good feature that I realized, if I'm going to be making these whole updates to the plane, we already made the solution for interior transfer very quick for you guys. And now we want to do that for delivery. So I'm going to make a in this plane update again as well. We're going to make a script that you only need to put your texture IDs in the dedicated area, and it will apply your livery automatically to the plane. Um, of course, for the parts that don't have a texture part, you will have to recolor them, but I'm going to work on seeing if we can try and annoy Roblox again and try and get this bit where the texture wasn't working to work again. The same for here as well, and then also get these engines, because I think on the current versions the engines are swapped, so we're going to swap those as well. So of course we make updates, we're trying to make these updates because we want you guys to be flying our planes very well, and of course we know unless you're really skilled, flying our plane currently and landing it well is pretty hard, and we understood that. Even I figured that out, you know, when I was trying to land myself, and hence why this issue is now resolved. And we're going to be really pleased. We're even going to have a landing competition after this once it's done, just to see who are the best Aeson landers. My Aeson students who you know, like this corona case, they've had no school until this is done. Can't wait to see them flying and passing. They've been pretty patient because, you know, the plane's been off, so they haven't been able to do their tests. And so goes for all our partners that own our planes. Would be really patient. So we thank you guys, and thank you for all your support for Aeson. And we can't wait to see what else we do later on. Thanks for watching this video, and um, we hope you can recommend our videos to those who are upcoming developers who want to see what they can do. It only takes a little bit of understanding maths, understanding the physics, and time to do this. And this is what we try to do with Aeson, is we try to innovate. Our logo, as you can see, our motto over there is innovating innovation. That's all we try to do. We try to look at anything in the community we feel can be done better, and innovate that. We just have a simple dream, and we know others have a simple dream. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.